Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be going over some skills that some computer science or every software engineer would need in 2024. So without further ado, we can just go ahead and start. So the first skill that I see a lot of people just like overlooking for some reason, even though it's an integral part of the whole career, is problem solving. Knowing how to problem solve is the whole point of computer science. And if you don't know how to do this, you're going to struggle a lot in your first years of learning this. So how do I go ahead and problem solve? Like, what techniques can you use? Well, there's three that I want to outline in this video. The first one being how to break down problems into digestible parts and then solve them. So let's say you have a hard problem you want to tackle. You wouldn't want to go for it straight ahead and suffer. You will want to break down the problem into smaller parts and then build your way back up and solve the problem itself. This has helped me solve a lot of hard coding problems on coding interviews, and I highly recommend this. The second thing that I recommend you guys doing is to try optimizing problems. When you try to optimize your problems, you kind of force your brain to think differently, to think outside the box. And this is also another tool that computer scientists need with problem solving. Let's say you have an algorithm, okay, it's working really well, but you can be more efficient with this. You can do this in linear time. Try to find a solution to actually tackle that problem, and then you'll be thinking differently. And the third, but last but not least, is to find better solutions entirely. Let's say finding better solutions entirely again goes into problem solving. It forces your brain to think differently. So let's say, for example, we had a question that forced us, or we had a question that asked us to find a duplicate in an array. Well, we can use a hash table, but what if we use pointers instead? And just forcing the way to use different data structures or different algorithms to tackle a problem will force you to build that computer science brain that a lot of people or a lot of employers are looking for. Secondly is communication skills. I see this overlooked a lot as well. You can have really good technical skills, but if your behavioral skills suck, then no one's really going to hire you, or no one's going to want to have you. So knowing how to communicate with a team, knowing how to put your ego aside and work together, and knowing how to collaboratively solve a problem with someone else are also really important skills that will take you really far. You could have like mediocre technical skills, but if you have really good communication skills, you might still get considered. That doesn't mean overlook your technical skills. You still want to get really good at that, but you also want to, keep in mind that you have to have these behavioral skills in check as well. Last but not least, you want to know how to use a keyboard, know how to actually use commands. So recently, or not recently, but a while back, I actually discovered that Control/ on VS Code or some other IDEs allowed you to actually comment out whole sections of code. And I was just so surprised by this, like, how could you do that? And then I ended up using this a lot, and I was saving so much time. And I'm pretty sure there's so many more commands, key bindings, and shortcuts you can be using that can save you so much more time as well. So I recommend that 10 minutes every day, just go through, learn some key bindings, and those 10 minutes that you invest every day, it's going to compound and save you a lot more time in the future. So there you have it. Those are just like 3 things that I think you should be learning. If you enjoyed the video, thank you very much for watching till this point, and I'll see you guys in the next one.